Hey, fellow mathers, the wait is over. Register today for your Building Powerful Mathematics workshop.
Y'all, registration is only open 3 times a year, and you don't want to miss out.
Visit mathisfigureoutable.com/action to select your choice of workshop. You'll gain access to world-class professional development with me that will help you make a lasting impact in your students' lives.
Save your spot at mathisfigureoutable.com/action. We'll see you on the inside.
Hey, fellow mathers, welcome to the podcast where math is figure-outable. I'm Pam Harris.
I'm Kim Montague.
Today you are. And this episode is a math strat chat episode that's going to be kind of funny, where we chat about our math strategies. Every Wednesday evening, I throw out a math problem on social media, and people from around the world chat about the strategies they use and comment on each other's thinking. Best part, love it when you comment on each other's thinking.
Yeah. So this Wednesday, our math problem was, which is larger, 5% of 15 or 10% of 30? How would you think about this problem? Pause the podcast, solve it however you'd like. The problem is, which is larger, 5% of 15 or 10% of 30?
Dun, dun, dun. All right, you go first.
Okay, so it's a this or that. So I am looking at the fact that 10% of 30, I just know is 3.
Okay.
And so then once I know that, I recognize that 5% is half of 10% and 15 is half of 30. So I actually know that those are equivalent. So I never I never solved the 5% of 15. I just know it's
Wait. How do you know they're equivalent?
5% is half of 10%.
Okay.
And 15 is half of 30.
Yeah.
So I'm taking half the percentage and half the amount.
Okay. All right. But you also found 10% of 30.
I did.
I'm gonna find 10% of 15.
Okay.
So 10% of 15 is 1.5. So that's where I'm getting myself confused. So then 5% would be half of that, which is 0.75. Somehow that doesn't feel equivalent to me. What did I do wrong?
Or what did I do wrong?
I don't know.
5% of 15, 10% of 15. Oh, look at me just diving in. Wow.
So help me out here.
No, I'm wrong. Holy cow.
Okay, which is 10% of 30 is 3, right?
Yes.
And 5% of 15, 10% of 15 is 1.5.
Yeah.
And half of 10% is 5%. So half of 1.5 is 0.75.
I totally fell for it. Look at me.
Well, okay, so then help me make sense of the half and half thing.
What do you mean?
Well, when you said 10%, 5%
because
is
I'm
half of 10%.
taking less of a percent of a smaller number.
Less of a percent of a smaller number is not going to be equivalent. So half the percentage of a smaller thing by half is not going to be the same as twice the percent. Indeed, it is a fourth. That's a good relationship. You okay if we keep? Yeah, if we keep this one?
100%. 100%.
All right, you just thinking live on the Math Strat Chat. Here we go.
Yeah, you think we do these problems ahead of time? Totally don't.
Hey, there was a response on LinkedIn a couple of weeks ago from Michael, and he said, "Oh, bam!" and he shot out a really good strategy. Except he made a slight error in the first part, and it was kind of similar to this one, where it looked right. But it was just off. And James, I think, is the one who said, take a second look. And I loved it. Because here's what James didn't do was say, dude, here's where you screwed up. And he just said, take a second look. And then Michael said something like, never do math when you're tired publicly. And
you know what? Here we go.
James popped back and said, no, it's the best time. It's the best way that we can learn. And then they had this great conversation. So Kim, thanks for
Well, I think it's hilarious that you thought you were wrong and not me.
Well, I was
Way to go. What
is happening right now? I was trying to figure out what was going on.
Okay.
Like, isn't 10% of 15 1.5? Because if that's true, then we're okay.
All right. Well, we can't wait to see what you do each week. Don't scream at me when you listen to this. Kim, what's wrong with you? Join us on Math Strat Chat and let us know how you think about the problems. Comment on each other's strategies or post Kim's not thinking right.
There you go. Or, I mean, I was like, okay, your logic kind of made sense, but I'm still trying to, what?
My kids would say, your brain's not braining today, Mom.
Oh, your brain's not braining. I like it. All right, y'all, we post the problems on Wednesday at 7 p.m. Central. When you answer, tag me and use the hashtag MathStratChat. Then join us here to hear how we're thinking about the problem. We love having you as part of the Math is Figure Outable movement. Math is Figure Outable. Okay, y'all, did you hear the announcement? Workshop registration, the Math is Figure Outable Building Powerful Mathematics workshops, registration is open now.
It's in these workshops where you will learn all the things you need to make math more figure outable. Select your workshop at mathisfigureoutable.com/action.
Kindergarten through 12th grade educators, we have a workshop for you. Build your numeracy, learn the teacher moves, equip yourself with the knowledge you need to have students naturally engaged in their learning. No matter what grade level you teach, we have a targeted workshop just for you.
Find your best workshop at mathisfigureoutable.com/action.
Y'all, if you think this podcast is good, it's all audio. You want to be involved in the full experience where you can see the modeling and the teaching happening. Let's change the world together and make math more and more figure outable.